a being will show their side of I would call it weakness. I don't know if I forget what the term is, the psychological chronology. I wonder if I was here at the same moment. I feel like if I'm a deja vu. And my so-called neighbor, his name is Anja, but yeah, he rages at his cat. I mean, his cat is his dog. That was my train of thought. Just this deja vu really messed me up. Like, I was here and I was recording the same video years ago, or at least a year ago. And it's on my Last Season 3 channel. The first video I recorded on this Last Season 3 channel, or is it the first video on my either second or third Lucas 79? But I think it's on the Last Season 3, and he's giving it was like yogurt desserts to my father Merrick, and he says that they're expired. And by the way, I went home and I checked the little desserts. Like, I don't know if they cheese induced, but I don't know if it was just desserts or cheese spread, what it was. But he said give it to younger ones, and he said it in like a jokingly manner, but it was expired. So I couldn't believe he was that obvious about it, And then he hit it with "I'm a great person," which was sarcastic, something like that. It was menacing nonetheless. And I checked it; it was expired, a couple months or a year actually. I don't know how long, but the premise behind that he wants to, why don't you say poison, pollute? I don't know if he wanted to hurt other sentient beings, let's just say young people. I mean, same thing with, raccoon. Raccoon, I don't know if he did something in the backyard where the raccoons were dwelling. I remember actually a year ago, that's something separate. But there was a fight, and I was walking around there, and it's between his home, our home, where we live, and the condominiums. It's like a 2.5 foot area. And there's just, there's not too much garbage. There's some, but there is just like a pile of dirt actually. And it's just something like, it's just very odd. And there was an environmental person that came and checked the ground for, I guess, pollution. It's right next to, in the back of his property, but it's something about an individual. If they're willing to do that to a child, say like a raccoon or a cat or a dog, he abuses his dog, Pusha, he rages at her. He screams at her nonstop, and all she's doing is just running in the yard. She's not being mean. She's not a bad dog. Actually, the thing is, I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her over a year. That's very odd. But but something about that individual. It's a sadistic kind of mentality. Sadistic being, whatever other term you want to define it as, it's person's psychology. That if you could be that menacing to a child, a sentient being that doesn't have let's say, figure and won't defend themselves, and well, just say, what is the term, in a just manner. A child won't defend themselves, but the way he does it, I think he does it with either, well, I don't want to say chemicals. But it's, I don't have too much in it, but it's the food. He was doing it in such a menacing way. It's like not just a sign of a gift of nurture, but he does it in a hidden way actually. Except his abuse, verbal abuse. Verbal abuse can be very open actually. He never really had a confrontation with me actually. He never really did. But that's just. That's just it, and it just shows like person's personality. How it is kind of disturbing to know an individual like that. Also, like just not that it's out in the open, but it's just someone very sinister, menacing, and how they'll do it on all different mediums or forms to like destroy sentient life, especially the ones that are either smaller than them and can't defend themselves against them.